Hello everyone, this is Suresh here. Welcome to another Google Cloud session. So in this session, we will see the Google Lab for exploratory data analysis using BigQuery and Workbench instances. So this lab is about 2 hours, but we will complete as fast as can because we are not going to discuss anything theoretical. We'll be only to follow the steps that is provided in this Google Lab session. So without any further delay, let me start the lab. At any point, you can pause the video and go through the overview. And these are all the learning objectives. But I strongly recommend you to go through the each concept that is shared in this overview and the learning objects and understand what the concepts are. These are all the tools, Vertex AI and other uh, machine learning projects or machine learning words. BigQuery is a tool, Google Cloud products. So we can go through and learn each and everything. So without any delay, let me copy the link, paste it over the incognito mode. Let me you understand. Let's see the student. Yeah, student is right. 0053 and password. We didn't ask for password. Let me copy and go. You can see the project name as Quick Labs GCP 04. It's exactly the same that is provided over here. Okay. Okay, so let's see what are all the steps. And you can pause the video and go through the learning objectives and what is the Vertex AI and what is for the BigQuery. So in the notebooks, for Workbench. So let's go to the setup. This setup for Quick Labs environment I just completed. We are good. Let's go back to the navigation menu, Vertex AI navigation menu. This is the Vertex AI. Click on the Vertex AI. And enable all recommended APIs. You can see this is the same that is enabled all the notifications. So now let's go back to Workbench. Here you can see notebook section, the Workbench, and the top ensure instances. So all the instances. Okay. Now create new and create new here, or you can select the Workbench new here. Let me create it here, and you can say the name as lab bench. Central US Central 1 and Central U as provided in the region and zone. Okay. And other information you can see is like enable data prop. I'm not changing anything over here. And you can also attach immediately for GPUs if needed. So network, I will leave it as is. And you can see the machine type is standard 4 into standard 4 and 100 GB on disk and compute engine and about 0.2 of hourly hour and monthly estimated cost. You can see the options. Go to the advanced options. This is basically the same, but here uh, you can see the similar in the left and the right. The details are lab workbench, central one, but here this is a snapshot of the other information, but this is the right, the correct region and zone that we selected. So here, click on continue. And you can see the Jupyter Lab 4 is also available, but I will go with the Jupyter 3. not changing anything in the network because in the lab they didn't mention anything about the changes. For our understanding, I'm getting into this. So environment is the so lab Jupyter Lab latest version, and the machine type is E2. Not changing. I will leaving everything as a default and enable idle shutdown as 180 minutes, 4 CPU and 16 GB memory. Continue. And disks are 150 persistent disk, balanced disk of 100 GB. Google managed encryption keys. Continue. Leaving all the network as default, and this is the external IP. This is your public IP. So this will allow for the network to communicate with the internet. This is an important one, and the proxy for the SSH access. Continue. IAM, I'm leaving it as service account and all others as a default. And I want you guys to go each and every element what it is. Okay. And system health, you can see everything here and click on create. So let us allow for few seconds or few minutes. This will take few instance and we'll wait for the green check mark. Green check mark will be displayed over here. I'll pause the video until this green check mark appears. It took me about 3 to 4 minutes, and you can see this green checkbox as well as the Open Jupyter Lab is active. Let me click on the Open Jupyter. Step 8, click on Python icon to launch new Python node. Step 8, click on Python 3. Let me select the Python 3 notebook. Here, this. It's done. Now clone the repo within your Vertex CI. Step 1 is done. So let me clone this. Step 2, I just copy it. Shift enter. So cloning is also completed. So it's still receiving. Okay, let it complete. Confirm that you have done the double click on the training list directory. We'll do it in few seconds. And make sure you see the comments. Let's do it in few seconds. Resolving deltas. I still in busy mode. You can see the couple of things now. This is either. Let me open this content and all the contents are available. Okay. Now here, let's navigate to this instance. Training data analyst, sources, machine learning, two, total ML, solutions, here workbench, this, explore data, IPU, NB. My is asking for Python 3 as a selector name. This Now let me go to edit, step 4, and clear all, all outputs. Hmm, good. Carefully read through the node instructions. Where is it? That's it. Okay. Now this is the path only to open the exploratory data file till now. Now what we are going to do is we are going to execute all the libraries and the operations that is provided to us here. Okay, so let's get started. Each running a to student there to do here. See, here you see there is some actions that has that was we have given them. Let me check launching in apps. Typically, they will give the solutions, but this time they didn't give any solution over here. Okay, let's see. I think they have given directly the solutions. That's what I'm seeing it here. Okay, let's see. Let me run this. So ran without any errors. This is basically a CH1 for recursive for the training data analyst, and we are going to install the Google Cloud BigQuery 2.34.34. See, the kernel is idle. We are good. We can ignore any incompatible warnings. At this point, we want to restart the terminal. We can restart the kernel. Let's do that. Okay, done. Now let's import the necessary files. Sorry, libraries. Python. Sorry, pandas, NumPy, Seaborn, Matplotlib. Everything is loaded. Let's load the library. Here, let's see the folder will get created. Try to navigate this. Create a directory and folder. Yeah, here you can see that data is created a second ago. So when we execute this, this has created a data, and inside that the explore file is created. Now what we have to do is we are going to copy the file from Google's cloud storage that is called housing pre-processing toy.csv into data.explore. Now just observe here. Here we don't see any file, but once we execute the command, shift enter, automatically the file will get downloaded over. Yeah, you can see. And now ls command, you can see the data file has been created. This is the exact file we are talking about. Housing pre-proc data. Yes. Now we are going to read the comma separated CSV. If you want to see this, let's see. Yeah, open it in the CSV table. Yes, I was able to open it, and you can see the CSV file has some information, and the same information we are putting in the pandas DF using USA housing, basically data frame. You can see the top five, the data. You can compare it here. For example, 122 minus 180.223, 3788.41. You can see 38.48. Fifth one is 3785.52. Let's see the fifth one, 3785.52. So this is the top. You can use tail. Okay, let's see the null values here. Is there any nulls? There are no nulls. For all the columns, that this basically gives for all the columns there are no nulls. So let's not forget that this is a exploratory. data analysis, what we are doing. This is the basic things we will do. We can use import this way. Yeah, here it is. I used it. So let's describe and transpose the index and columns of data frame. We want to do it over this file. Okay. Instead of count mean is coming into this column, we have transport system. So there are about 2,500 values, and for this is the value. If you want to try something new, you can try that as well by just adding another code. Say simply describe and see what the count mean your thing is in this form, but here in the above step, we have described and transported and have the statistics in the df steps. Fine. So let's see the concise summary of the data frame. There are about 2,500. Everything is not null, and there are float, data types, int, object, quotient, proximity. Okay. This is basically from the data frame. What is the shape of the rows? 0, shape 1. This is what we are going to take. Let's this as well. There are number of rows. There are 2,500 columns are 10 columns. These are all the feature columns. There are no missing values. There are x number of unique values. This is what it is saying. Number of unique, 265 unique, 275 unique values. Now, let's explore the data. So let's see median house value. Here, median house value. This is the column which we are looking for. There is a median house value. Let's see the Exploratory. Okay. You can see the values in bins and changing the style. And in this histogram, converting into that, we can see some variation over here. Okay. Now here, it's a median income and house value, the scatter plot. See the X, there is a median income of 2 million, I believe. This is at least 200K or 1 million, and the number of people is buying this mortgage. There are few exceptions here that it has a different meaning. Okay, next, two areas of bivariate and univariate graphs. All these graphs and all you can do some research on what is this means. Okay. Now, coming back to the ocean proximity graph, near bay less than 1 ocean, inland near ocean. Okay. Let's do a multiplot. So you can see household value, how much of is costing ocean proximity. If it is a nearby, this is very high. It's a near ocean, there are not much. In less than 1 hour, I believe that is less than 1 hour. Let's see, in 1 hour proximity, this is the value, and this is exactly in the inland, this is the values. Okay. Similar way, there is a usage of ocean proximity in the median income. Previously, this is all the households, these are all the median incomes. So let's see the longitude and latitudes. The scatter plot. This gives the some information. I think we have completed our session. Thank you for joining. Have a great day.